Shalom, this is Yehudit Gofar from Tzfat, now in Colorado, in Denver. I want to share with you the movements I do for the 24th day of the 40 days of challenge and centering between the 19th of Tammuz and the 29th of Av, 40 days. So we're now a little past the middle. We've used the word Adonai backwards as our base for the 4 columns. We started with the final letter of Adonai, the Yud, and went from Malchut to Keter in movements. And then we took the Nun of Adonai, came down from Keter to Malchut, ending in Tisha B'Av. And then on the 10th of Av, we started up again. So we're now on the 24th day. That's 4 sefirot up, which is Netzach. We did Malchut, Yesod, Hod, and Netzach. We're on the day of Netzach, using the Dalet of Adonai now as our base. So I want to show you again how to do the Dalet. We're doing the swing Dalet during this whole series in the world of Yetzirah. Actually, the Dalet of Adonai as a world, since we started with the Siyah and the Nun was Yetzirah, the Dalet is Bria, and that's partly where I'm wearing green every day in some form. So I have a green skirt to remind me of Bria. That's a Zohar association. In the Rainbow Association with the lower 7 sefirot, Netzach is yellow, so I'm using yellow. And the letter Dalet goes between Keter, and it's the pathway between Keter and Tiferet. In the rainbow system, green is Tiferet, so that also serves 2 purposes, and white, but a blinding white usually, and I have white on my blouse, not so bright, but it represents Keter. So I have those colors, and I'm using the yellow scarf again to remind me that the day of this count is Netzach. We're actually not in the day of Netzach in the week itself. It's today is Monday, which is usually Gevurah, so I'm not keeping track of that in my color system at this point. So let's go to Dalet. For the swing Dalet, I have my feet together, and I do a kind of a dip and swing my hands out in front of myself. Then my left heel comes off as my left hand comes back and my head dips. And there's my Dalet. And then I lift my head and lift my right heel and my left heel. My right goes down and my left goes down. This is kind of a roll at the end. If it's on the right side, I swing, lift the right heel up and down as the hand comes back. And when I lift my head, I do a roll, starting with my left heel up, and then 1, 2, 3. So out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing, form the Dalet, and bring it down. That's the Dalet. The nikudah that is associated with Netzach, the place of tapping into the eternal patterns and asking the question, why am I here? What's my purpose in life? You know, what needs to be my direction? So a sense of focus and direction and purposefulness and endurance all are part of Netzach. Victory, the victory of making a decision towards my purpose in life is a piece of Netzach. And so here I want my feet shoulder width apart, parallel to each other. And I take, it's a Chirik, so it's a single dot in front of myself, and I bring that dot down, E. Now it's a determination, it's kind of like spreading out what I want to do. E, what do I want to be in the world? What is my mission here? E, that focus, that concentrated sense. E of who I am, as a piece of a much larger puzzle. E, okay? So intentionality would go in this place. All right, so we're going to do the combination, and I do it, I'm going up the ladder, so I'm starting with Malchut internally, thinking about the active Malchut of the world of Asiya, Malchut, and then Yesod is the intimate connectedness, and sometimes Malchut's associated with the mouth, with the speaking quality, the ability to speak, and Yesod with the tongue, which gives us the distinctions of making words and language. And Hod is the refining quality of saying what I want to say in the right situation, fitting it to the situation. And Netzach is that sense of purpose. Why do I want to say this? Well, it's all in terms of speech, but it can be in terms of anything. And sefirot, the heart space, would be, the balance and harmony of knowing the situation and how much I should talk or not talk might be the question I'm asking. And Gevurah is that strength and power to be able to say something in the appropriate limited way for the situation, having a sense of boundaries of not just talking, but just what needs to be said here, and stopping when necessary. And Hesed, the right arm, is like the openness, the enthusiasm of your speech, possibly, attaching, wow, this was so great, and just, having your energy behind what you're saying, the words you're saying. So, and then we'll be going up to Bina, which is your sense of understanding and distinctions, and knowing how to the awareness of what is in the context. And then Chachma is like a one-pointed insight to the wholeness of a situation, the underlying oneness. Reality in Keter, I call the place of isness, of nowness, being totally present in the experience. So all of this is the way, the internal process of repeating this 10 times. So this sequence. So I'm going to start with my swing and my left side coming up for Malchut. So it's for the Dalet, and then moving to the right, the Chirik. D. The Sod starting on my right. And cross over to the left. D. And then hold on the left side, double left side. D. Netzach on the right side. D. Sefirot. Move to my left and do a crossover. D. And on the left, double for Gevurah. D. On the right for Hesed. D. And Bina on the left. D. And on the right for Chachma. D. Ending with Keter, which crosses over, starting left. D. And then pausing, bringing all the energy down from Keter all the way to Malchut as I let Hashem breathe me, centering, grounding, feeling the energy passing through my body. The energy of the 24th day. Netzach in the letter of Dalet, of Adonai. So we be blessed with a clear sense of our purpose here in life and be able to manifest that in our way of understanding our reality, because this is now an extra focus of the world of Bria in the Dalet of the Adonai, and being able to, may we be able to like clearly know why we're here, you know, and each moment, why our intention in doing each thing that we do, and know that it's coming from the inner soul and the true manifestation of who we are, and not just a reactive action that we're doing or speaking. That we make that pause and go inside and say, is this part of who I am really now? Is this what needs to happen now as an expression of my particular divine spark? All the blessings to you.